Today I'm here with
Zoe,
F-way.
Chastity, Juliana,
Kamala or Trump.
Kamala. Anyone's better than Trump.
Kamala.
I'd go with Trump.
All right, our very first Trump supporters of the day.
I thought I was gonna give it sent out to Africa. I'm like, come on.
Why don't you like Trump?
He's the worst. The guy didn't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing.
No, he didn't.
He was not standing on business, was he?
No, he was not. He was too lazy to do anything.
Kamala or Trump?
Kamala.
And why do you say Kamala?
Cause like she a black queen for real. Like, bro. She for the girls. She for the people for real. Like she for us.
She for us?
For us.
Okay, for us black people. Okay, cool.
Wait, no, she for all the people, but like
All the people.
for us, yeah.
What's your thoughts on Trump saying that your kind eats cats and dogs?
Why am I going to believe the crazed yappings of an old man on TV trying to grasp at the straws of becoming a president? I'm not going to look at that.
Is it true though?
No.
It's not true. It's like, did you hear about how Kamala wants to help out with gun violence and stuff? She's gonna take back the 13th Amendment and it's gonna help out with gun violence. What do you think about that?
Didn't hear much about that, but
Yeah, it was on CNN News about it.
okay.
Yeah. You know what the 13th Amendment is, right?
Yeah.
So like, how do you think that would help out with gun violence?
I think probably will help a lot. I mean, calm it down a bit. But I think she's doing the right thing, trying to help out.
So what you're saying is, if Kamala Harris make us all slaves, it's gonna help out with gun violence.
Okay.
So do you agree with that?
No, never mind. No.
Kamala or Trump?
I say neither. But if I had to choose one, I'd go with Trump because of his policies.
Okay.
I honestly don't think either one of them is suitable, but I'll agree with him. Trump.
Trump. All right, our very first Trump supporters of the day. And why do you say Kamala?
I'm just really big on like people having the choice to do what they want with their own bodies, and I just don't really see that with Trump. That's pretty much it.
So like, what's your thoughts on Joe Biden?
I think he's a good man. He's a good man. Hey, he do the right thing, ain't right?
Yeah, he does the right thing. Okay, now did you hear about how Kamala Harris wants to stop gun violence? Like, well, her plan is to take back the 13th Amendment and it will help out with gun violence.
You know what? We actually do need that because like it's kind of crazy out here.
So you're saying all of us colored people needs to be slaves?
Say what now?
So what's your favorite Kamala Harris policy?
I have to think about that.
You have to think about it. Let me tell you about this one Kamala Harris policy. It's to help with gun violence. So it's going to be taking back the 13th Amendment to help with gun violence. Have you heard about that? It was on CNN News.
I think I did, yeah.
I feel like Trump is more suited because, for one, he talks about a lot of issues that we have in this world. And I've seen from the political debate, I don't know if you watched it, but I saw that like Harris kept repeating the same thing over and over again.
And she was flirting with Trump too?
I don't know about that part, but I wasn't paying attention.
Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
And why you say Kamala?
I don't want a felon on the White House, you know. I would much rather not have a sex offender running our country.
So like, how do you think Kamala Harris reversing the 13th Amendment will help with gun violence? How do you think that will help?
I don't know. All I can say is good luck with that.
Do you know what the 13th Amendment is?
Not much. My mind's a little off.
Oh, it's a little off.
Yes.
How do you think the Trump making prisoners slaves was going to help the homeless out with living in the prisons?
Well, I don't think that's a smart idea at all.
Okay. So like, did you hear about how Kamala wants to help with gun violence and stuff?
I know she's trying to do gun control laws for sure, yeah.
Yeah, because she had Quavo up there saying, Kamala Harris, she stand on business.
So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business.
Like, how do you think taking back the 13th Amendment is going to help with gun violence?
Well, it is our right to bear arms, right? It would infringe upon that right, so a lot of Americans are going to be unhappy with it, but it will also significantly lower like rates of gun violence in schools, so I kind of see that as beneficial.
So like, if we're all slaves again, like, how is that going to help with gun violence?
Oh, so that's not a right to bear arms. Which amendment is that?
Did you guys hear about how Trump wants to help out the homeless? So basically his plan is to the prisoners, basically he's going to kick them out the prisons and make them be slaves on the cotton field, and then and then what's going to happen is the homeless people is going to live in the prisons for free. That way they can get free food and all that. What you think about that?
I have not heard about it.
It was on CNN News.
Yeah. Usually if I hear about it, it's mostly either on, honestly, like, unfortunately, it's either on TikTok.
Okay. Do you like Young Thug? Do you listen to him?
I do.
So like Trump was talking about freeing Young Thug. So like if you vote for Trump, then like Thug would be free.
I'm not voting for Trump.
Like Young Thug's music is not good enough to get him free.
He's alright.
He's all right.
He's alright. Yeah.
So did you hear about the Kamala Harris policy about the it's the homeless act. Basically the goal is to get homeless people to not be homeless no more, get them out the streets. They'll be living in the prisons, and then the prisoners will become slaves at the cotton field. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Yeah, it was on CNN News.
I haven't been really keeping up with that.
So like, how do you think making prisoners slaves is gonna help out with the homeless?
It's an interesting solution, that's for sure. I don't know how ethical that is.
So what do you guys like about Trump?
I like the way that he actually interacts with the American people. So I know that after the hurricane and everything, he's been trying to do a GoFundMe for North Carolina to be able to raise money to help us out. Unlike the government with our current president and Harris, they don't want to help us out. They haven't reached out to us or anything for other people. So I feel like that's something to take a lot into consideration with Trump.
How do you think taking back the 13th Amendment is going to help with gun violence?
Honestly, I don't think it would help a lot, but it would help some to like kind of just pull back from like, you know, a lot of like the gun violence is going like around more and more like each year. So like,
If you were president for a day, what would you do?
I don't know actually. Hey, plus being president, I don't plan on being president. Being president's hard.
Who would you vote for?
Kamala.
Good.
Because I'm not gonna lie, when Trump first went in office, I was clowning him like crazy.
No, I thought I was gonna give it sent back to Africa. I'm like, come on, I was scared. I'm like, is my people about to get sent back to Africa? I'm like, I don't want to go back to the muddy country. I'm like, I understand, like, I look like the monkeys or whatever, but still, like,
Remember, Mr. Beast planted 100 wells in Africa, so that's not a bad thing.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good over here.
Okay, you're good here. You don't want to meet your African friends, or is it like you don't want to get blacker?
See, I got.
Cause like if you go to Africa, the sun's gonna cook you, and you're like your skin will look a little bit dark. It look like this chair right here.
Right. I'm already light skinned enough, so I don't know how much dark I'm gonna get.
What do you think about Trump taking back the 19th Amendment to help out with the environment?
Well, the environment is going to constantly be changing no matter what happens. There's going to be climate change happening. Doesn't matter the year, the place, whatever. It's going to happen sooner or later. Because like before we were even on this planet, I know that the North and South Pole weren't even like filled with ice. It was nothing but a hot climate. But since the world is constantly changing, we're gonna have to like evolve and adapt with it.
All right, and that's exactly how taking the 19th Amendment is going to help out with the environment.
If he was smoking on Rivergate, my brain done gone on NBA. I handle my business like NBA in 100 ways. Up for a dough, that's what I say. Yeah, I'm ready for whatever till I perish. That's the way that it's gonna stay.
I thought I was gonna give it sent back to Africa. I'm like, come on, I was